And in case you don't know it, it is Olar Gregson who's going to do the last presentation, please.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for the introduction. Yes, we had workshop 4, where the theme was Transatlantic Climate Institute as a knowledge hub. And there were 6 presentations at the workshop, and I'll go through them one by one, more or less. The first one was from Nordic Innovation Center, Sigrid Tormosdottir, and she pointed out that the Nordic Innovation Center is supporting or granting market-driven innovation. And funding is mostly provided to applied research, and not to a large extent to basic research. Furthermore, she informed us that for the last 2 years, some 25 million Norwegian kroner has been spent on marine projects. And then she also came into and angled her presentation towards Tacit and the topics that we have discussed at the conference for the last days. And in her opinion, the idea of an institute that worked transatlantic, that were not only locally based, but worked throughout the Atlantic, that was very much in line with a lot of strategies and thoughts that already are in the Nordic Council. So, in her opinion, Tacit could build on a kind of a Nordic foundation, and she referred to strategies and research groups, and also the fact that the Nordic area is an image in itself that such an institute could build on. And of course, she also emphasized that it is very that the Nordic Innovation Center finds it very important that the process of innovation, that you have this collaboration between research and industries. So, and in that respect, she also felt that Tacit could be a good initiative. But furthermore, she also emphasized that you have to focus on which area you choose to be within, because there's a huge competition right now. There's a rush of initiatives that all are named something with climate. Of course, as it has been said, I guess, in several workshops or during these days, climate is a trend in the time, and there are initiatives in other Nordic countries that are familiar with, are in the same family, I could say, in a bit fairy way, with the Tacit idea, but not necessarily, and not to her knowledge, anybody who is specifically working or looking at the marine environment. Based on that, and based on these many initiatives that are around in the Nordic area, she felt that there's a need for Tacit in order to link, among other reasons, in order to link those both scientific and industry activities that could be that are relevant for marine research and development. Then we had a presentation from a researcher, Boje Beck Jensen, and he had looked at the Faroe Islands as he is studying in Newcastle, and he looked at the Faroes as a research place, or as a site for research, and he felt that local institutions here in the Faroes could both contribute and benefit from the Tacit network, because as Tacit has been presented, it is based on, first and foremost, on a network, transatlantic. And also he said that many small bachelor projects could compromise larger projects. So he emphasized when you looked at the Faroese institutions, that they were enrolled in the tacit idea, and that you use those capabilities that are there. Also because that he stressed that the Faroes are very capable of prototyping. And he had examples on that. And examples on that, the innovation process from idea to publication, according to Boye, will be easier and smoother here in the Faroes than other places. But what we need here in the Faroe Islands is the researchers, or our researchers. We need to have something here that can catch researchers, and that is not in place today. He had some suggestions on financial and environmental incentives for that. And we went on looking at the Faroese research environment by Annika Sölvara, who had she had a presentation. Well, basically, she is the general manager of Faroese Research Council, and she looked at what has been done within the marine environment with regard to research and development. She's concluded that Faroese research and development spending is, should we say, tiny, to use a polite word. But what is spent is primarily spent in marine biology. For this relatively small amount of money, there are a lot of projects, several projects within research and development. And she mentioned some of those within waves, current, climate change, whales, aquaculture, ocean temperature, and etc. And then she also listed up those institutes. We actually have 7 public institutes that are working with climate and marine-related research and development. And furthermore, the Faroese Research Council has just published or released a research and development database where 87 persons with a doctoral degree can be found, and others as well. And she ended her presentation by saying that she would welcome foreigners of foreign species, as she said, both be they fish or people, referring both to the climate changes, and that we also would like to see researchers of foreign origin here in the Faroes.